say, Charlie, where do all these foreigners come from?
Foreigners? I say no foreigners. Only brothers and sisters for whom Christ died.
Now don't you go all pious on me. You know what I mean. How did they get in? Who told them they could join?
Well, the General did, of course. Listen, mate. If you think heaven is going to be full of folks speaking the King's English, you're in for a bit of a shock. If they get the proportions right, the most popular colour will be a kind of murky kind of brown. And the most popular language will be Chinese!
Charlie!
India.
Whatever did he go to India for? Because the General sent him. There are sinners in India.
There were sinners everywhere. Australia,
Russia,
Switzerland, Canada.
there were big sinners in America.
sinners everywhere.
There
There are sinners in India.
Yes, there were sinners in India.
No worse.
And no better.
There.
That's settled.
But what did he do in India?
He loved the Indians.
That's not difficult.
But
He loved them in Christ's way, for Jesus' sake.
And did he get them all saved?
I'm afraid not. They wouldn't listen to him.
They didn't understand his gospel.
He spoke their language,
But
they didn't understand him. He learned their customs,
But
but they didn't understand him at all. Until
Yes.
one day,
Yes, yes.
a little girl fell into the fire.
Ah!
Are you the father's child?
Yes, Captain William.
Poor girl, whatever happened?
It was the sun, Captain. She was blinded by the sun. The silly girl walked straight into the fire.
The burns are deep. There's no hope.
I think we might be able to save this little girl, but the skin graft would be necessary. I think it would work.
Skin graft? What is skin graft?
It's simple enough. You would take the skin from the back of someone else and graft it over the burns. It will heal the girl. It could work.
Good news.
All we need now is a donor who will give their skin off their back for the sake of this little girl. Will you?
No, not me.
You're the father of this child. Will you?
For a little girl, I can't give my skin. In our nation, girl counts nothing.
Only a girl?
It's pity to lose a girl, but I can't give my skin.
Then I will give mine, gladly.
Tom gave his skin
Skin of his bag.
for a little girl.
They could not believe it. They
They
saw
saw the gospel.
He was wounded for our transgressions.
He was bruised for our iniquities.
The chastisement of our peace was upon him.
And with his stripes we are healed.
They saw the gospel and believed.
They shall come from the east.
They shall come from the west.
And sit down in the kingdom of God.
King. white flower. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. That's kind. That's most kind. A white flower.
It's Meg, General. Do you remember?
Oh, Meg. Of course I remember. Then Charlie can't be very far away.
I'm here, General.
Charlie. Good old Charlie. Are the troops lined up, Sergeant Major? It's today, you know.
Soon be lined up, General, and ready for inspection.
This is a day when no inspection will be required. Come on, Sergeant Major. Let's hear the drum.
Say something to us, General. Just remind us of the old days. I'm a bit nervous, like. Heaven?
Nervous? No need to be nervous, my girl. We're expected. We're expected today. And in any case, my sight is gone, and my speaking days are over.
Oh, go on, General. Give us a bit of that Albert Hall speech. That was a good one.
Were you there, Sid? Did you hear me all right?
Every word, General. Every word.
Now, Sid, remember where we're going?
Well, almost every word.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I'll fight, you said. I'll fight. What?
Yes. Now I remember. And now, comrades and friends, it's time for me to say goodbye. I'm going into dry dock for repair. But the army will not be allowed to suffer, either financially or spiritually, or in any other way, by my absence. And I believe, in the days ahead, you will not be there, I will not be there, but you will be there, that it will be seen that the army will strangle every slander and banish every doubt, and in the days to come it will be seen that it has been the work of God, and that the general has been his servant. While women weep, as they do now, I'll fight. While children go hungry and cry for bread, I'll fight. While men go to prison in and out, as they do now, I'll fight. While there's a drunkard upon the street, I'll fight. While there is one lost soul without the light of God, I'll fight. I'll fight. I'll fight to the very end. And I did, Sid, didn't I? Did you hear that? Did you hear it, Sid? Did you hear it, lad? That's for us. That's for us. Come along, everybody.
And when Booth halted by the curb for prayer, he saw his master through the flag-filled air. Christ came gently. Christ came gently with a robe and crown for Booth the soldier, while the throng knelt down. He saw King Jesus. They were face to face, and he knelt a weeping in that holy place. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Yet, in an instant, all that bleary view marched on spotless, clad in raiments new. The lame were straightened, withered limbs uncurled, and blind eyes opened on a new, sweet world. Drabs and vixens in a flash made whole. Gone was the weasel head, the snout, the jowl. Sages and sibyls now, and athletes clean. Rulers of empires, and of forests green. Washed in the blood of the Lamb. Washed in the blood of the Lamb.
Oh
after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues, stood before the throne. And before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sits upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood around the throne, and fell before the throne on their faces, worshipping God, saying, Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power, and riches, and wisdom, and strength, and honour, and glory, and blessing. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me,
Who are these people, and whence came they?
And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me,
These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth upon the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more. Neither shall the sun light upon them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them into fountains of living waters, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.